The ones she had lost and the ones she had found, and the ones who had loved her the most. The ones who'd been gone for so very long, she couldn't remember their names. They spun her around on the damp old stone, spun away all her sorrow and pain, and she never wanted to leave.
The music draws you in. From outside of the tavern, you hear the soft voice, you hear the skill, and you walk into the tavern and you say to yourself,
"Hi, welcome to..." Oh, wait.
"Oh, you fucking..." You say, "How I want to enjoy this." And so, at the table you sit, and you allow the music to wash over you. The barkeep walks up to you. Craggy-eyed and old. "Traveler," he says. "Weary traveler, what brings you round?" It's like a pirate. "What brings you round to these parts? What brings you to our humble tavern? Our..." He's a pirate now. "Our..."
Is this the part where I respond?
Yes.
There are so many spaces in that intro. I didn't know when I was supposed to...
I am the keeper of this inn. And who are you, weary traveler? I've never seen you around these parts before."
I'm an adventurer.
"What is your name, adventurer?"
Chunder.
Chunder.
Chunder the Bard.
Chunder the Bard. "Well, Chunder, you've come here on a very fortuitous night."
Oh, sweet. Is it karaoke night?
Better. Because here tonight, in all his glory, is... And it's very interesting that you're a bard, because he's a bard too.
Battle of the Bards?
Not even.
Oh.
He is the one, the only, the bard of poor taste. Irreverent, rude, egotistical, and playing often a very small kazoo. You could say he was handsome, strapping, but you'd be lying.
But I could say it.
You could. This is his lands, and no other bards are allowed to be in here. All bards who come to this place must announce themselves and their intentions, and they must enter into a battle of stories.
Go on.
And so, and the innkeeper points with a flourish to a...
Does he flourish the pinky?
He points with his finger, his index finger, he points at the wall, which for some reason has these words. It says, "Was that in good taste?" It's very strange. I don't know why the words would be there.
Are they carved or are they like kind of scrolled on?
Kind of think Old Testament. You know, like the blood of a lamb, you know, just like painted on the door, but like on the wall, you know. It just says that right there. "Was that in good taste?" You know.
It just says it, okay? Just stop asking questions.
It just says it, okay? Okay. And under it says, "The tale of the adventurer." That's what it says. And that's what it says there. You know why?
No.
Because everybody who comes into the inn has to tell their tales. Now, it's strange because it isn't a weird, like, fantasy thing, but for some reason the tales are modern and involve video games and are really meta and sometimes kind of crass, but it works, okay? Because this is... because I'm the DM and I've decided that this is what we're going to do this week, even though it was your idea. We're going to have a brief a brief encounter. That's what they call it in Dungeons and Dragons. So
And
I'm your DM,
Okay.
and I'm James, and I'm the DM.
What's a safe word?
There's no safe word.
Don't most
And who are
dungeon
you?
masters have a safe word?
Who are you?
I'm Chunder, the bard adventurer. And wait, the meta or
Who are you, the player? Who are you, the player?
I'm Chandler.
Oh, you're Chandler. Well, welcome, Chandler. This is my brief encounter. So you've never played Dungeons and Dragons before, and yet for some reason you had the idea to have the topic to talk about role-playing games.
I had the audacity.
The audacity. Why? Why?
Because I want to start playing Dungeons and Dragons, and I know that you have a history of DMing, and this was my way to kind of like foist upon you a game. I'm making you build a game for me, and you rolled with it. You didn't just roll with it; you ran with it. I love it.
So you're in the tavern, okay?
Okay.
Now this is how it works, right? So I'm gonna set the environment for you, right? So you walked into the tavern, and you were there, and there, as you were told by the innkeeper, okay?
Does the innkeeper have a name?
No.
Okay.
Right. If he did, I would tell you.
Okay.
But he points and he says that he is here, the bard, the irreverent, Dirks, the Grand Dingslinger.
Dirks.
Okay? Now, I've set it up for you, okay? So, now, this is, I don't know, people aren't always interested in Dungeons and Dragons, but that's a lie, because Good Mythical Morning and all those other people who do, like, all the things on YouTube, they have these super big DM, like, these whole, D&D campaigns and stuff that they stream, right? And so people are very interested in that. So I'm hoping to take that and then to use that to get engagement. So that's what's happening, okay? So your character's name is Chunder.
Chunder the bard.
Chunder the bard. So we've already rolled here.
I got
some basic stats.
Got my stats.
Don't tell anybody. Basic stats, right? Mm-hmm. And so the innkeeper points at Dirks the Grand Dingslinger and says, "This is his tavern. No other bards are allowed to be here unless they tell stories of great renown and tell jokes of great uproarious, of great laughter, and also unless they purchase 2 drink minimum."
Well, I guess first things first. Innkeeper, hook me up with a drink. I needs me a health potion.
Well, I don't have health potions. They're a little too cheap. I have grand health potions.
I don't got a grand on me.
Well, that's unfortunate for you. So, says the innkeeper, not me. So, here is your delicious health potion. It is forged of the greatest was it Colombian? Wait.
There's a Colombia.
And yes, why
okay.
not?
All right.
Colombian rum, because rum still exists.
Oh no, it was Guatemalan rum.
Guatemalan magic rum inside of magic juice of oranges, and it's a punch. It's a Caribbean punch. When you have a few of them, you're gonna punch people in the face.
And by the taste of it, it staves off the scurvy.
Man, this is pretty good. So one of the things about Dungeons and Dragons that's super fun is, the best part is having drinks and food. So I'm gonna tell you a story, right, before you continue on your adventure, okay?
Okay.
The first time I played D&D, I was in this place called Notre Dame in Manhattan, on 26th Street. On 6th Avenue, and I was waiting for some friends to play some Magic the Gathering and some Yu-Gi-Oh, and nobody was around, so I go up to this table and there's some people there, and they're like, "We're gonna order pizza." They heard them talking. I was like, "Oh, I want to participate." I don't know, we're all in this big place together, and usually the people play games together. I was like, "What are you guys playing? I'll chip in for some pizza, I can play with you, maybe, And they were like, "Well, we're playing Dungeons and Dragons."
Sick.
So I was like, "Fuck it, help me make a character." So I made my character, woman, Maven Glassfire, and I proceeded to have the worst game of my life. I fell on my sword. I instantly hit I rolled so many critical ones. That was not good. It was terrible. It was not good. My character was assaulted in a manner in which I don't think I should say it here.
Oh no.
It was bad.
Oh my.
I rolled so many ones and I put myself in such bad positions and predicaments. But what made you even want to think about talking about D&D?
Because I want to escape reality. And no, I got back into Red Dead Redemption 2 recently, and I was having so much fun in the immersion in that. And last time I was here, you and your sister were talking about how fun it was when you guys played your D&D campaigns and how intense it got, and I was like, I want to be a part of that.
So, the bard, Dirk the Dingslinger, walks up to you.
Oh no.
Lute in hand, kazoo in his right, lute in his left. He looks at you. No, I didn't. What do you think his voice would be? I am Dirk the Dingslinger. That's
I'm Dirk.
I'm Dirk the Dingslinger. So you are also a bard. I heard.
You heard right, Dirks.
You come to my tavern. He takes his lute and he strings one note. One. Doom. Roll a d20. Where's my right here.
All right. I got a 2.
You got a 2. What is your what's your constitution bonus?
12.
No, the bonus is the parentheses there.
Oh.
Is it 0?
It's a 0.
Okay, so you fail. He strings his bow, his lute, boom, and you feel an overcoming, like a wave, just overtakes you. Whoosh! It slams into you. Oh. You are now beholden to his spell. He says these simple words: "You come into my tavern, into my lands. You come into my place.
On the day of my daughter's wedding." Sorry.
Make me laugh.
Shit.
Make me laugh. Dance, clown. I lost my joke. I got my jokes right here. Make me laugh, clown. That's what he says. You like that? You see how I did that?
That was organic. All right.
You will go first. Wait, no. I'm trying to think of it. What would be? You'll go first. No.
I defer to... No.
Can't.
I don't know.
Oh, you can try.
No,
it's D&D. You can defer.
Right, I can defer?
Roll a die.
All right.
Roll a d20. Hold on. I gotta look at my little thing here. I gotta put a... Okay.
All right.
Just read it to me.
9.
What is your charisma bonus?
+2.
You fail.
Wow. All right.
Make me laugh, clown. You will tell a joke, and then I will tell one. We'll see who is the bigger and better, funnier bard. Yeah.
I tried a new Isengard vintage the other day.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. It was a little skunky, though. I think it was orked. That's a wine joke and a Lord of the Rings joke.
Why do paladins wear chainmail?
I don't know. Why do paladins wear chainmail?
Because it's holy armor.
Ah! I was trying to hang a picture the other day, and I used my stud finder, and it kept going off on me. It's the problems with studded leather.
All right, okay. What's a beholder's favorite food?
What is a beholder's favorite food?
Ice cream. Because I the beholder, whatever. Because the beholders have, and then they do the thing with the. Okay, come on, you got another one?
You know what my favorite D&D Beach Boys song is?
What is it?
Barbarians. Bar.
That's good. All right. What is a cleric's favorite hot drink?
I don't know.
Divinity. I can't.
That was pretty decent. That one ain't half bad.
All right, hold on. Roll a d4. Hold on, roll a d4.
D4. Gotcha.
The top number.
3.
Wow.
It's pretty close to 4.
Your jokes cause uproarious laughter throughout the inn, and the bards, his feelings are so wounded that he takes 3 points of damage.
I didn't want to hurt the guy.
I just wanted to make a bard. That's how it works.
Oh, okay.
Instead of swinging swords, you barbed wits.
I like it.
So you were talking before about Red Dead.
Yeah.
Right? And I stopped playing Red Dead because, I don't know, there's a lot of systems, and I stopped playing it because I was busy. But we were talking about Cyberpunk 2077.
Oh, yeah, because that's coming out
And
supposedly.
No, it's definitely, well, I mean,
It's
that was
for
delayed
sure.
again. Yeah, 100%.
It might be like my dad's hip
unless it gets
surgery.
randomly delayed, it's next week. If it gets randomly delayed, it was supposed to come out 2 weeks ago. But I don't know what the fuck happened. So, I thought the reason I mentioned it to you is because I thought that game would be super interesting to you. I thought it'd be super awesome. I thought you'd like it because there's a lot of systems. It's a lot of role playing stuff. Because I don't remember. Did you play Civ before I met you?
I played Civ 5 before you met me, and then you were like, "You got to step your shit to Civ 6," and I've never looked back.
Right. So like you like those kind of games with the crazy systems, and you get to like really be invested in what's going on.
Well, I think I told you before, like the reason I love Civ so much is because of I'm a history nerd,
Mm-hmm.
and I also have control issues, and so like I feel like if I were in control of a country, I could just dominate the world and make everything a better place, right?
How do you feel about the random rolling systems then of like D&D and stuff?
It's like I don't have as much power, and it's haunting.
But you kind of, because like, I don't know if you play Fallout or like if you play things like The Witcher, those games have systems in them that are just dice rolls.
They're kind of like, they're randomized.
But they're not really but they're not random. Because, so for example, when you first started, you built your character, right? So I had you roll the die, you took the base stats, you applied them to your base stats, but then also, that's just the base layer. Then, what you normally would do is, you would go through the books, and you would pick which abilities and skills that you need. You would pick your perks and stuff, and then you can apply them, and you can increase your ability to whatever you want. You could out-talk anyone. You can out-fight anyone. You can do whatever you want with the skills that you have, the same way you did in Civ. In Civ, you don't start off with 15 fucking cities. You don't start off with 15 cities in Civ. You don't start off with every technology tree. You start off base, but
your base characters all have their advantages.
And they do as well, which is the same here.
Huh.
You know, because if you start off as an elf, it's like, oh well, elves, like a young elf is a few hundred years old, but like as an elf, you could be a fighter, but it's not likely because elves have negatives, right?
Well,
humans.
Could you imagine being an elf and getting cauliflower ear? That would just suck. You got so much more cauliflower to go. That was a funny joke.
You think Dirk's the Grand Dingslinger is gonna a different voice every time. Yo, bro, that was funny. Those jokes, they was hilarious. But like, how you coming in my inn? I don't know nothing about you. So like, what you been up to in your life, huh? Hold on. You come up in here. When was the last time you even been on a journey? When was the last time that you even been on an adventure?
Hey, man. Hey. I adventure like all the time, but I think it's more about the journey than the destination. If you ask me, like I was in this forest a while ago and I saw an ent and he was like, "I speak for the trees." And I'm like, "You some sort of Lorax, bud?" And then
roll a d6.
all right.
Roll a d6.
6.
You take 6 damage. That was terrible. that was not good.
That's fair. That's fair. All right.
That was garbage. That was garbage. How much health you have left there?
10.
Wow, you're fucking garbage. Jesus fucking Christ. All right.
The one time I roll a decent roll and it comes back to kill me.
I know, right? So this was your idea, right? What was it? You had something in particular that was really tickling your balls there. That was.
Are you asking me as Dirks, or are you asking me as the D?
I'm asking you. You know, like we're over there. We're metagaming. We're talking.
We're metagaming.
You know, we're talking a little bit.
Wait, what was the question?
Did you have anything you want to talk about in particular?
About like just going on in life?
No, we're talking about the topic of the episode. We're talking about Dungeons and Dragons. We're talking about role playing games and tabletop games. Tell me about your experiences playing tabletop games.
Okay, my experiences are extremely limited.
Oh God, I'm gonna leave that pen in the fuck around. I'm gonna take a sip of this.
Yeah, I mean, you've thrown it on the ground like 3 times now. I can't tell if most
I'm
of that
angry.
Yeah, that's fair. Just be gentle. I'm learning. So I haven't played a lot of these games, and I want to get into the games because I feel like it's fun storytelling and character development, and you know, you get your arcs going.
I just think you're gonna get really high. You're gonna get the books, and you're gonna spend about 6 days in every single book, just like fucking trying to figure out your character.
Yeah. I mean, I don't even have a character, and I've gone through like memes on memes on memes of D&D stuff. And
you're going to be out there. You're going to be fighting giant gazebos.
What? How am I going to fight an awning?
Oh, all right. So there's this. I guess it's like an urban legend in the D&D community about this one campaign that was happening in which the DM was telling the characters, they were like, "Oh, you know," he's like, "And so you walk down through the lawn and you see a gazebo to your left," and the people in the campaign are like, "Well, we attacked the gazebo."
I mean, I understand wanting to beat up architecture.
The DM is like, "But it's just a gazebo," and they're like, just trying to attack it. He's like,
"Yeah,
okay."
fuck up that gazebo.
Because I guess they didn't know what a gazebo is.
They're a bit gaudy, if you ask me.
You know, wow. So are you gonna play Cyberpunk? Are you gonna play Cyberpunk 2077?
Well, I've had so many people tell me about how hype it is. I think I got to now. Like,
are you gonna be a street kid, a corporate, or what do the people call that live in a fucking desert place? I dropped the pen again. Okay.
Just leave it. Just leave it. I think I'm going to be a street kid. You know, I got to stay true to my roots. What are the like, so like, what's the setting of Cyberpunk? I am completely uninformed because I've been spending all my time in the mid 1800s, hunting gators and running moonshine.
Roll a d12. Roll a d12. Go ahead. You're gonna find it. Here you go.
9.
Oh, you got it.
I did it?
You did it. Okay. So you're not a fucking idiot. I can't expect anybody to just know about what the hell Cyberpunk is, and I also kind of don't completely know 100%. Cyberpunk is based off of a tabletop game that was created in like the late 80s. And it's really just like a hardcore tabletop game. Inside of the game, it takes place in a random fucking futuristic city. a city in which Run the Jewels exists as an artist.
Wait, for real?
And they okay, let's say so.
Okay, I found this on the web for exists as an artist.
Thank you.
Check it out.
Thank you, Siri. So, I'm pretty sure if anybody's seen advertisements for Cyberpunk 2077, they know that Keanu Reeves, he's scanned into the game as a character named Johnny something. He's a musical artist in the game, right? The reason why this connects is because Run the Jewels is in the game as Run the Jewels, and they do music about the world that they're in as Run the Jewels, and they refer to Keanu Reeves in the song in the game. So, CD Projekt Red, who is the company, they were like, Keanu Reeves has existed in this universe, and this character just happens to look like Keanu Reeves. You know, and this is like this like weird futuristic city. And
I mean, in their defense, there have been many people in history who looked like Keanu Reeves, so I don't think it's too out of the ordinary to think that there might be some crossover.
So like there's like 3 different factions from the beginning. And so like the part that's like really interesting is like you can make everything from how tall you are, your name, your gender, your voice. You can be a female presenting person with a male voice if you want, whatever. You can make your genitals. You can have no genitals if you want.
Wait, I can make my genitals?
You can make them long. You can make them whatever you want. It's really weird. I don't. You know, it's very detailed. But if you're like a corporate person, if you pick corporate, then you start in this one part of the city where the people are corporate. You're like an agent and you're like rich and stuff. Or if you're a street kid, I guess you start out in this other part of the city in your streets, and other people you start out in the fucking desert area, you know, and that people engage with you, you know, how people deal with you, you know, blah blah blah, stuff happens, right? But this game looks fucking crazy.
But so it's like open world.
Well,
or is it?
So, from what we've heard from the previews, the first 16 hours of the game happened. Well, I think they said that you don't even see the credits until like 5 hours into the game. And there's like not even any combat at that point. It is hard fucking core RPG.
Damn.
It is a hardcore RPG, but there's you can shoot, you can you know, run and gun the whole game, you can sneak, or you can not do any of that at all. It is hard fucking core. Just like Dungeons and Dragons. Just like if you had too many potions of higher healing and can barely talk.
So how many more potions of higher healing can we get going here?
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I've had too many.
These potions are definitely getting me on a higher healing.
So here's the thing, right? Listen. I had a lot. I feel it a little bit.
I can dig it.
I feel it a little bit.
Well, so I came in with this Red Dead aesthetic initially, so I brought me some whiskey.
You did? Well, tell me about so this is what happened. Right?
What?
Was that you said Dungeons and Dragons, and I said, fuck it. I'm gonna just come up with something funny so we get the DM and like, but then I had too much potion of greater healing. Whew, boy.
Did you make sure to get your Lumpus bread in today?
Definitely did. I got that Gatorade sitting there too.
Smart thinking.
I'm ready for it. You know, so I think it's interesting that you connect Red Dead with tabletop games because.
Well, okay. In all honesty, I suggested we do something with role-playing games.
That's true.
And then kind of gave that the umbrella term because I was into Red Dead, and you just ran with the tabletop.
That's not what it says in the show notes. In the show notes, you specifically mentioned tabletop games.
Fair.
You made the connection, not me.
Fair.
I wouldn't have made that connection.
You would have made the connection. I believe in you.
You know, and the reason why I think of that is because but I can see the connection is because Red Dead has all these systems and you can do whatever you want, you know, and that's kind of where Dungeons and Dragons kind of has set the tone because you ever see E.T.?
The extraterrestrial?
They're playing Dungeons and Dragons in it, you know, and they're sitting on the table in the movie and they're like playing D&D. And one of the reasons why people love to play D&D is because you can do whatever you want. Red Dead really has that vibe.
That's
you
right.
like to fish.
Yeah, I do.
You like to hunt in the game. You don't have to do the story. You don't have to. Hey, oh fuck! What's the main character's name again?
It's something like not church. It's
Too much.
it's Mike.
That's not his name. What is his fucking? I don't need that. What is his name? What is his fucking name?
Dutch. Dutch
No,
is
not Dutch. I'm talking about the main character.
Oh, no, I'm pretty sure that's like
No,
Mike or something. Dutch
is the fucking guy who's the leader of the camp.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I don't play the story. I just
So
go
the guy, there's
and
the
I
one
like
guy.
to shoot gators.
There's the one guy who was like, this guy owed me money, but like he died, so now get the money from his cat. You know what I mean? Like you can literally do all the story missions. You can do whatever you want, but that's kind of why I think you, the person who wrote the show notes, why you probably made that connection, because that's kind of it's kind of a hardcore. Red Dead
It is a hardcore role playing game.
Hardcore RPG with the veneer of like an action game.
Yeah. Like I play it for the immersion in that world. I don't play it for the fightiness. I play it because I want to be in the old-timey frontier and just kind of I like to do that.
So
It seems
they like whiskey in the West, huh?
they drink a lot of whiskey in the West.
So you bought some whiskey.
So I got
me
some whiskey.
I think this is actually in the vibe of Red Dead. Man, this is an awesome kind of train wreck. Like it started off here. I had a little too much to drink, and now it's here.
You're just
It's
like,
an RPG. Do whatever the fuck you want.
You could take the reins now.
Jesus take the wheel.
Did you just say Jesus? So yeah, what we got here is Brooklyn 77 from Brooklyn Distilling.
Can you do a cowboy voice?
Oh, can I do a
Come
cowboy
on.
voice?
Because I did like a DM thing.
That's true.
Do a cowboy thing.
All right, now we got ourselves some local rye and corn whiskey, aged in American oak barrels, and it's from the Brooklyn Distilling Company, based out of Brooklyn, New York, but it stretches damn near across the country. I had some of this in the California North Pacific West, and I gotta say it's pretty damn delicious out there. And it keeps you warm in them cold desert nights, and keeps you cool in them hot desert suns.
This is the thing we're doing? Okay, I can do something too. Okay. Yes, master. I understand, master. Cause that's what I'm just saying. Anyway.
No, but you could role play as
as Django.
Yeah.
So I had some, but I've had a bit to drink, and I had something to drink before you got here. I don't know. Just, in all honesty,
You did.
So
We'll get into that some other time. I feel slighted.
as I've already had some. I think it's your turn. This is solo mission.
So, got a rye and corn whiskey. It's like a bourbon, but it just skirts that legal definition of a bourbon.
Murray.
I
can't.
Now, Bobby,
You have to explain this whiskey as Hank Hill.
all right. Oh, lordy, it can melt the paint off a tire iron. It's got a slight banana-y taste, which, I mean, I don't dislike in a whiskey, but them tropics I don't think know how to make the same kind of whiskey that we in Texas know how to use. Let's go for that little tasty taste. Hank would never say tasty taste.
He would never say that.
He would say,
oh, Bobby,
oh.
This is not. It's like you. I would just come up with the dialogue. I wouldn't do the voice. He would say, "Oh, Bobby." It's like this whiskey drinking, not only drinking, but not even from Texas.
That's what. How are you gonna go along and drink whiskey that's not even in Kentucky or Texas, the only appropriate whiskey making places? Yeah. In New York, you expect them to know how to make a southern whiskey?
They don't even use propane.
They probably heat their stills with something like electric burners.
Electric, Bobby.
Could you imagine? Well, if I got a taste of whiskey, might as well have a sweet cigarette with it. Nothing pairs well.
You should do it as cotton.
Shut up, dummy!
Shut up, dummy! It's like, them damn Viet Cong, they don't know nothing about no whiskey, no American whiskey. I lost both my shins in Vietnam so you could drink this whiskey. Bobby!
Now apparently the Japanese are making whiskey. Like they ain't take nothing else but my shins. Oh, fuck.
Drink the fucking whiskey. Drink the fucking whiskey.
I think it's pretty tasty. It's kind of got that body of a whiskey, like that thickness, but the rye just kind of leaves that burn on the tip of the tongue rather than like
the tip of the tongue,
the tip the tongue, the teeth.
the lips.
It's weird though. It's making me salivate like a lot. Like the more I drink this whiskey, the more I kind of am drooling over this whiskey.
So you're drinking that. I'm still drinking. I'm drinking another. Because I had a few of the this health potion of grander healing.
Yeah.
But I'm going to tell you something. That's delicious. And I want some more. But this is sneaky.
It's pretty sneaky.
This shit is sneaky. It's pineapple juice, orange. It's like a regular kind of Caribbean punch with pineapple juice, orange juice, some grenadine, a little bit of lime juice, a dark rum. I kind of like it for the woodiness, you know?
What was the... I know it was a Guatemalan rum. It was like...
Honestly, I don't even know.
Bartran.
Yeah, but it was like... The reason why I didn't really...
Barton's?
Look at it too hard is I went to a liquor store. It's a little cheaper. And I picked something that wasn't Bacardi Gold. But the thing that was under $60, but over 12, was this.
It's a 12-year aged añejo, which I think is a pretty solid find that you got at the price point for the rum that it is.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good, you know, but...
I tell you what, though, it could definitely...
No.
I tell you what.
There you go.
It'll definitely replace my next lake rum or my next lake rum selection, because over the summer, I'd bring a little Florida Cagna 8-year on the lake with me, but that I think that one outdoes it for the same price point, and there's nothing that kind of gets you in that Red Dead vibe than being in the middle of the lake drinking.
I'm gonna tell you something. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna tell you what. One of the reasons I love RPGs, period, is like I like, you know, the being able to do like, you know, like even traditional turn-based RPGs, Final Fantasy Tactics, Civ, those games I like because you're able to take your time and kind of just make things happen, right? And I'm about to do that with everything. Fuck this. This is going to be long, protracted, drawn out. Do whatever the hell I want. That's the best thing about RPGs. You can take your fucking time.
You can really think about things.
That's why I kind of hated the new Final Fantasies. Not because I really hated them, but like I told you, I picked up Final Fantasy 15 again after not really finishing it. And it's like a weird live action battle system. And like with the old RPGs, I know they're not super, you know, detailed sometimes. But the ability to pick it up at any time is just like a thing, and it's like fight, attack. It's like, but there's little things you can do, you know, that you can, like, you don't have to remember how to run around. I feel like that kind of, in my opinion, in some ways can take away from an RPG, but the best thing about D&D is we have, in my opinion, is I do like role-playing. It's fun. But there are little bits, you know what I mean? For example, when you're in combat is super fun because there's all these fucking rules that are interesting. And you can put the rules in whatever you want. You got flanking, right? You flanking, you do bonus damage.
Oh, you get your flanking bonus.
But the DM is up to the DM. Maybe you don't have flanking involved. Attacks of opportunity. So each square is 5 feet, right? Mm-hmm. Every character has a base movement speed. And you can improve base movement speed by having abilities or different items, you know, boots of swiftness or something like that, right?
Stacking perks and all that.
But each square is 5 feet. If you move diagonally, it's 10 feet. If you come up to someone and they're parallel to you, and then you take a step, right? You incur an attack of opportunity, because you are in their range of motion,
Kind of, wait, so you mean like kind of how like pawns in chess? Like if you're diagonal
Well,
to
you know what it's kind of like? It's kind of like en passant. So when you're in chess, right?
Mhm.
And let's say that you are at, I was going to say like bishop's 4, but I'm not going to do that. Like you're here, and you're on the right, and they're one square ahead of you on the left, right? You can go diagonal and take them.
Right.
However, there are certain rules like en passant which allow you to, when in the correct position, to move across the pawn and take them without having to move diagonally. If you were to, and for example, think about it like this: in chess, if you don't take the other pawn, you just go next to the pawn. So now you both are next to each other.
Right.
If you take one more move up, right? In D&D, that would incur an attack of opportunity because you are next to the person, but you're moving past them, but like now your back is to them. You know what I mean? So they can swing at you. And then there are other rules. For example, like an average turn takes like 30 seconds. I mean, not really, but that's the time, right? And you get standard actions, right? So a standard action is like, you can say, hey. A standard action is a movement, or then you have an attack, and you can do like 2 of those because it takes a amount of time. And it's like little things and little details, and it's like fucking. So you can get really into it.
It's super nuanced.
Yeah, or not. Fuck it. Never fucking have a battle in your life.
And just fucking go ham.
Fucking go fishing. I don't know.
Well, the only other experience with tabletops that I've had, aside from like Sorry and Shoots and Ladders, is I had a friend who did a Pathfinder campaign that took place in our own real time, except the only difference was all of the guys who were playing just had magic power. So like I played a character named Chandler who had my job, who lived in my hometown, who did all the same things that I do, but the only difference was one day I woke up and realized I could control plants.
Oh.
And that was my campaign. And then like
Feed me, Seymour.
Exact. I made a shawl out of vines and just kept grafting whatever plants I could find out of it. And so eventually I got to the point where I could just hold little seedlings and then use those as attacks.
What would you say your alignment for your character would be? Or what was your alignment?
Chaotic good.
Why chaotic good?
'Cause
I wonder to know if I'm curious.
'Cause like I still worked for like the betterment of the campaign, and like I did things that were like that aligned with the will of what my party was doing. But I kind of went about them in not necessarily the most lawful ways. Like, here's an example. We were interrogating someone, and the rest of the party wanted to just, like, knock him out and then leave him somewhere. And I'm like, wait a minute. Let me feed him some watermelon first. Just give him some watermelon. He ate the seeds. And now, if they were to turn against us, I could just make a watermelon plant grow inside their tummy and tear them from the inside out. Just, insurance.
That sounds more like lawful. That sounds more like lawful evil.
But,
Because lawful evil is just like, I'm not gonna kill you, but like I will, like if you're a bad person, you know what I mean? Like I'm willing to do anything because I feel like chaotic good.
you're right. It is more lawful evil.
Because chaotic good is more like, chaotic good is you're in the right vein. Like you're a detective, you're in there, and you're just like, but you're like, where are they? And less,
where are the other trucks going?
Not punching them in the face.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like it's like pushing up against the rules and bending the rule. Chaotic good is like really bending the rules, and chaotic good close enough probably would be Batman. Because he doesn't kill.
Yeah, I was
He
a little.
wouldn't-
I was a little closer to Punisher.
Yeah, you were
than,
you were getting, you were just like fucking.
Well, so that was in that campaign. In Red Dead, I tend to be a little bit more lawful good. Like, I mean, it kind of came back to bite me in the ass recently because I was trying to help this old lady get into town who was walking at night, and I'm like, oh, she clearly is asking for help. I'm going to help someone out. And she led me into a trap, just straight up ambush, and got me murdered, and got my pelt stolen, and like left me for dead. Well, and then I was dead. I was Red Dead.
I can't. Every time I log onto my Red Dead, I'm wanted everywhere. So I just I'm stressed.
What ethnicity is your character in Red Dead?
What? You can make them. Oh, I don't play online.
No, I just mean because the time.
Oh, if I was in Red Dead, not the main character of the game, but if I was in Red Dead.
Wait, you don't play online?
No.
Why not?
Because I don't know. It's another online game. I don't know. Whatever.
That's where all the fun is. That's where all the freedom
Did
is.
you see there's a new game mode?
Yeah.
What is it? Fuck.
It's Naturalist.
No.
Wait, there's a newer one?
There's a new game mode that just came out, like, today.
Oh, shit. I didn't even know. I was too busy moonshining. That's the main thing. I like to go to the bayou, and I like to hunt gators, and I try to load them into my canoe. Spoiler alert, you can only load about,
What?
like, 1.5
You can buy
gators.
Red Dead Online by itself for $5 now.
Yeah! Get that shit. Oh, wait, you already have it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, if you want to play Red Dead Redemption 2 with me, you could download it off of Steam for $5 at this very moment. And we can go fishing, and we could go hunt gators, we could go moonshining. You could join my posse. We could have a grand old time.
You know what? I don't own it for the Xbox, but I'm about to pay the $5 just to. That seems. It's like a good idea.
Isn't it cross-platform now?
I don't know. Wow. So why do you? Only because you have it in the notes, and I know you want to make the joke. Why do you like role playing?
For the eroticism. To wear another man's skin. It gets me off.
There you go. I knew you just.
Yeah.
I knew you wanted to do that. So I was thinking about that instead. Like, this is a new thing, right? Messing it up, man. Switching it up. Wiki, switching it up.
Remix.
What a remix is fuck. Funk Master Flex. Wait, you're not from New York. You don't know Funk Master Flex?
I know of Funk Master Flex.
Oh, you don't know the drops though.
No.
All right. Anyway, so
Kung Fu Kenny.
You know what
Shout
happens
out
on
to the
Earth
West Coast.
stays on Earth.
Are you gonna go on with your story, or are you just gonna keep doing ad libs?
I'm just saying. I thought we were gonna keep doing ad libs. I was down for a second. You know.
Ooh. That's just my E40 ad lib.
We should do it at the end. What you been up to? How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I might have a job prospect on the horizon, and so I've been real optimistic about it.
Talk about it. Make it quick.
It would be being
Faster. No, I'm
a brand ambassador for an Irish
Don't say
whiskey.
it. Don't say. Whoa. I was to say. Don't say who.
I didn't say who.
Oh,
just
oh.
for an Irish whiskey.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
it.
All right. All
That's it.
right.
I like whiskey. I like talking about whiskey. That seems like a good fit. Trying to put them positive vibes out into the world.
I don't want you to ever say it, so we can make fun of it.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
What have you been up to?
Nothing. I hurt my fucking hand.
How did you hurt your hand?
Oh, fuck, man.
What recent events have caused you to injure your hand?
You ever just beat your tofu?
All the time.
I fucking
Fucking vegans.
I was playing can't even beat your meat. You're gonna beat your fucking toe. I was playing fucking Minecraft. So
Which technically is a role-playing game.
it is.
Huh?
All right. I was playing so much fucking Minecraft that I fucking hurt my old man hand. Like, that shit just fucking swelled up and I was in agony.
It looked like you had gotten stung in the hand by like 3 bees and a wasp.
If only. I would have preferred that.
It would have made more sense.
Yeah. But that's why, recording this episode, I'm not going to say when this episode's going to come up whenever, but I'm just saying, maybe last minute. Because I was not feeling well and that shit was exhausting. Like, I don't know. And then also I binge watched The Queen's Gambit.
Oh,
that shit is so good.
Is that why you've been into chess lately?
Well, I've always loved chess, but it was like, an excuse more to talk about chess. It was awesome. I like it. It was so good.
I've been meaning to watch that one actually.
Had an argument last night with some people. Not an argument, but I, a straight man, was arguing with women because they were like, "Hey, women on Twitch, like, shouldn't be showing so much skin," and I'm like, and they were like, and I was like, why? And they were like, because it's not respectful. And I'm like, what? I'm supposed.
What was your response?
I said, why are we out here trying to tell women what to do with their bodies?
Ooh.
I'm just saying, I just thought it was so weird.
Snap.
That they were just so like, it was weird. And then I'm not gonna lie, I got a little sassy. You're like, oh, you're not respectful. It's like, you shouldn't be wearing that. They shouldn't be wearing that little more clothes. And I was like, well, then how much clothes should they be wearing? No, I don't know. At what point is it enough for you? Who decides?
How much is too much clothes?
How much is not enough? Oh, no, it's all about how much is not enough. Who decides?
What are the rules?
What are the rules? Fuck, man. Yeah. No, I fucking missed podcast. We're gonna do some more fucking episodes every day, forever, until the end of time.
Was that in good taste? 100 years for forever, for 100 episodes, it'll be the greatest.
Yeah, and
greatest
we should
taste.
And even though like I'm here with you in person, we definitely should like get a campaign going online so that we can record it.
I would love to record campaigns.
Would that be awesome? It probably won't be good though.
I mean, now that we've given up on like political campaigns, it's time to just switch to D&D campaigns.
Wow. Yo, we did not talk about politics this whole fucking episode.
Wasn't it nice?
Wow. We didn't talk about the politics.
Unless Dirk's is
Yeah, we also didn't really make any really offensive jokes. I feel like we're a little short
I did a
there.
Cotton voice, so like that alone I feel like Nope. No.
Fuck, man. Oh man, Mike Judge is awesome. There you go. Wow, I'm pretty drunk. Kids, don't do that. Don't. Alcohol is not an excuse for poor behavior. I know this seems so random, but I was talking to people about that yesterday. It's like it's fun to drink, but it's not an excuse for poor behavior. And if
it is recommended. Yeah. Oh wait, is that not?
What? That's
Weren't we trying to do the new set?
Nothing's better than drinking so much. Nothing like just drinking so much. I'm not gonna say that on the recording here. I mean, you ever just drink a lot and just
project all of your insecurities onto everyone else around you.
I'm gonna drink a lot today, and I'm gonna abuse the people closest to me, verbally, physically. Who knows?
We'll spin the wheel. Roll the die. Let's see which one it is.
Toss. Oh man.
Here, grab a D4. See which one it's gonna be.
Yeah. Listen. I just feel like you don't have to be that way. I feel like you can do it. You can survive. You can beat it, or them,
or off.
Or wow. I could see that as chronic. Just drink so much and just mutilate yourself every day.
I don't know how to respond to that.
Me either. That was.
That got dark.
So I meant by furiously masturbating. That's what I meant.
Oh.
I'm scared now.
Oh.
Oh God. Yeah. So, was that in good taste? I don't think so.
Do you want to close out with DMing our?
No. I think we should close out with a joke.
Fuck. So I started cooking again recently. My mom gave me a recipe that said to cook with love. And so instead I used spite and it came out 10 times better.
That is
I don't know.
pretty funny. Well, there you go. Yeah, I'm James.
I'm Chandler.
And of course, as always, if you want to follow us, you could reach out to us or whatever. The stuff is in the show notes. It's easier that way, okay?
It's all like linked and
It's
stuff.
all there. It's going to be there. There's going to be a little link thing. You click it, you go to the things, you follow us, and yeah, so
Drinking isn't required.
but it's recommended.
Amen.
Yes, brother.